But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. Luke 15:32. Hi, this is Nick Latrenta doing Wrestling with Faith. This is my series where I'm talking about professional wrestlers who are Christians and their stories and their backgrounds and, my limited interactions with them, I guess you could say, how I became a fan and all that stuff. So today I want to talk about the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Real name, Michael Hickenbottom. And anybody who knows wrestling probably knows Shawn Michaels. One of my favorites, one of those guys where, even if you're a casual fan, if he's on TV, and especially if he's wrestling, you're probably going to stop what you're doing and watch him. And he has a really interesting story. He's been very open about that he was very difficult to deal with and had a lot of substance abuse issues. And like a similar thread we're probably going to see throughout these, kind of like Undertaker, he met a godly woman who helped lead him to his faith in Jesus Christ. He got to a point, and you'll hear about this in his testimony if you choose to watch the video that I have a link to in the description, where his 2-year-old son noticed that he wasn't acting right because he was under the influence of a lot of stuff. And his son said something to the effect of, "Daddy is tired." And that was enough to snap him out of it and say, okay, you know what, I got to clean myself up. And by a miracle of God, the next day he was done. He had been done with all that stuff that he was abusing. And it wasn't very long after that he went to a church in Texas, asked to join a Bible study, and someone there said, "You could join my study." And shortly thereafter said, "You need to say this prayer." And Shawn was very interested in saying that prayer, needing to do this to become a true believer in Jesus Christ. And he said that what's called the sinner's prayer, where basically he confessed that he was a sinner and he needed Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior, and now will have eternity with him and not separated from him. And ever since then, he has been very vocal and very open about his faith, even going so far as to, at his retirement, thanking Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior in front of live TV and so many thousands of fans in the arena. So really cool, really inspiring story. I've been blessed to see Shawn Michaels live many times. The first wrestling event I ever went to, in Madison Square Garden, which was technically my first event. I actually inadvertently went to a WCW event when I went to Disney World with my family, and I was like 7 or 8, because they used to have it in the Disney studios, and we saw it kind of from like up top inside of the building. But first physical event I went to with my father was in Madison Square Garden, and I don't remember if it was in 1997 or 1998. I want to say it was 97. It was, I think, right before Royal Rumble of 1998. And Shawn Michaels competed against The Undertaker and the Legion of Doom, and he was tag teaming with the New Age Outlaws. And that was the first time I got to see him live, and The Undertaker live, who we talked about in the previous video. And then so much longer later, they become good friends and Christians. And it was really cool to be able to see him live so many times and to see him perform. And I really recommend you check out his testimony. Thank you for taking this time to watch this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless.